Okay. Oh, I'm recording. Go for it, babe.
So the way I sign so many loyal customers is when I'm speaking to people, I'm always very excited. Like if I'm talking about the wrap, for example, they're like, that doesn't work. Yeah, right. And I'm like, yes, it does. And I pull out my pictures. I pull out my other loyal customers' pictures. Anybody who I wrap, I'm like, look at this. They're like, oh my God, that's real. I'm like, yes, I use it. I always try to bring up testimonies of my family members, my friends, or either mine. My aunt has a really, really good testimony about the relief. After 2 weeks of using the relief, she doesn't have to walk with a cane anymore. My dad uses the omega-3, and he hasn't been having any gout flare-ups anymore. So I always use testimonies, and I always bring up pictures. And when people try to say something like, oh, I can't afford it, because everyone can afford these products. I'm like, the Fat Fire is only $23, and this is what they do. Oh my God. I'm like, I can't afford it either, but the benefits really outweigh the price over time. And I always remind them that it's better to treat our bodies good, because there's so many ways or different things in the world that's killing us, and why would we want to ingest anything in our system that's going to be more harmful? We need to do something that's healthy in front of earth, plant-based. So after that, another thing from D2D that I really love that's really, really helping me is the lead box. I have my lead box placed at it's called a washing machine. They have like electronics, refurbished electronics, and I've been getting a lot of leads from there. I've been getting leads from people who want to join the business and wrap. So that's been very, very good. And when I'm on the phone with people, I don't sound dry. I'm always excited because I feel good about what I'm doing. Even if I'm tired, like right now, I've been running all day. I'm tired, but I'm still excited, because I know the products are going to work, and I know these people, they need extra money, and it's going to help them. So they tell me on the phone, oh my God, I can just hear it. And then when I meet with them in person, they're like, oh my God, that's why I said yes, because you made me, from how you were sounding and how happy you were, you made me want to say yes. I met up with a girl a couple days ago, and she was like, I want to join on the 19th. The only reason she didn't join that day is because she has 7 kids, and she doesn't have that much money. But people will feed off of your excitement, and they really like to see proof. So pictures have helped me a lot. Oh my God, no. That was my dad. So pictures, and then I also like when I call back my leads, I've been doing putting people free lines, but if they're really, really interested, I set them up with a one-on-one right away, because I want to either get them as a loyal or DC, and I really want to get them in front of my face so they can really see the passion of how I feel about everything. So that's working. I have like 5 one-on-ones just for my lead box alone. Parties have been very, very successful for me. When I do a party, when the girls are tasting the greens, or they're trying out the wrap or anything else, the wow, they get really, really excited. And then they also love that they like to hear that you know what you're talking about. They like to engage and everything, and they get excited when they see another person's wrap results. Like another woman I just wrapped, I wrapped her for the second time, I wrapped her back, and one of her layers is already gone from the wrap. So this is her second wrap. I have to go wrap her for third time. So shocked. I asked her to do a party for me last month when she became my loyal customer. She said no, but after her wrap results, I didn't even ask again. She's like, let's do a party, let's do a party. I'm like, yes, let's do this party. So those wrap results mean everything, and I told her how important it is to take pictures. I don't mind going and taking her pictures because she doesn't have anybody taking pictures of her back, but it's been like several customers who told me they didn't see a difference, maybe 2 or 3, but they couldn't provide me with any pictures. So I'm like, how can I believe you if you don't have any pictures? Sometimes it's hard to see any difference without pictures, especially if you're a little bit bigger. But I always enforce that the pictures are vital. And I ask for a lot of referrals, because they're excited. They're going to tell somebody else, and then that person's going to tell another person. and then I get their information as well. And I've been asking for all of these people to just host parties, and I've been offering them a free wrap or a free wrap per, like if 4 people wrap, they get a wrap initially, and then a 4 people wrap. I've been doing what the 2 ladies said in the Zoom, where they were giving $5 off each person who wraps. So I've been bringing that up too. That's a really, really good idea. Instagram has been good to me so far. I've been finding a lot of ladies on Instagram who are interested in hair, skin, and nails, and the wrap, just from the pictures. And then I've been just basically putting my experience on there, telling how I feel, you know, and being real with people. And I've been finding a lot of people are responding to me because of that. And not just all about, I want to just sell something. It's more so, oh, I can relate to her. She has a son. You know, they really like the smoothie pictures for some reason. But it's true what everybody's been saying. Like, people feed off the pictures and your emotions. And that's how I've been just drawing people in. And I try to keep in contact with them on like a weekly basis. Sometimes 2 times a week, depending on how much we've spoken previously. And a lot of the people who are not ready, I've been talking to them for a couple months, and they apologize to me and say, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm not ready yet. And I'm like, it's okay, because, you know, when it's time, the time will be right. And they're like, don't stop calling, and I won't stop calling. You know, I just always make sure they're okay first. It's never about, oh my God, you want to buy this now? Are you ready to get that hair, skin, and nails? No. The first thing I want to know is how your day been going, how you been doing. You know, I have a woman who wants to sign up to become a distributor last week, but her son got hit in a football game and they're in the hospital. So I'm just calling, texting to see if he's okay, because I really feel bad. You know, and she's like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm like, you know, your son is first and foremost. You know, this will happen when it will happen, but they see that I honestly care and I'm empathetic with them. So that's been helping out a lot too. And I just don't forget about anybody. I have so many people I've been following up with since February. And like I said, money, life issues. I'm just going to keep following up, because I know when the time is right, it will be right.
So, Trice, real quick, your son keeps making excuses to go in the kitchen because you don't have a camera. But real quick, so you said, like, follow up. Obviously, we all know Fortune is in the follow up. But what do you do, Trice? What do you do to, like, how do you keep track of all of these people?
Wait, hold on, Sandra. It's really, really low. Let me see what's going on here. I don't know what just happened.
I'd have to click your speaker on. There's like, should be a button you can click that says speaker on and speaker off.
Hold on, let me. It's just on. It's on.
Do you hear me yet? Better now or no? Is it good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. The question is, so Fortune is in the follow-up. How do you keep track of your loyal customers or your potential distributors and stuff like that so you can make sure you follow up with them? Like, what does that look like?
How do I keep track? So I have a notebook, I have a calendar, and I also have a notebook. And I was doing a little notepads, but I got away from that because I was losing them. So I'm filling up 2 notebooks right now, and I write down my loyal customers in my calendar. I write down the day I spoke to them. I wrote down what they said, whether they're interested in becoming a loyal customer or a distributor. And I try to also write down something that's going to remind me of who they were, like something that really stood out, like the woman with 7 kids, you know, the woman whose son is a football player, something that stands out to me to remind me of who they are when we go back and follow up. I put the date on each of my loyal customers or potential distributors so I know to go back. And I also, when I do get them signed up, I write down what they actually purchased. So I know when it's time to call and check on their next order, hey, you purchased this, even though I can look at it, you know, in the computer, but what if I'm not by my computer or my
or my cell phone. So I like to write it down in my notepad as well.
Okay, and I think that's really important because like you said, it's first about the relationship before the business. And maybe, you know, that's why you've had so much success with signing all of these loyals and distributors. You had talked about, what was it? Oh, you talked about Instagram. Talk a little bit about what you've been doing, because I know that's a newer thing for you, about getting followers and following up. And why do you think these people are interested in hair, skin, and nails and some of the other products? And, you know, what are you saying to them? And just kind of go off a little bit on that.
So I like to, you know how we share each other's pictures? I have a lot of other women and It Works and the It Works family too, and I've been gaining a lot of pictures from them too. So a lot of their hair, skin, and nails are really, really, really good. Like I have pictures from people having growth within 7 days, 2 weeks, and you can see it really, really good on these pictures. So I don't have to do much for the hair, skin, and nails. People just hit me right inside of the inbox and say, hey, I want to start. I want to try that. And then right away, I try to respond to them, because, you know, when people are excited about it, you want to catch them right away if you can. I respond and say, hey, how you doing? I noticed you were interested in the picture. What about it were you looking to grow? Was it your edges? You want your hair thicker? You want your hair longer? So I try to pinpoint exactly, because everybody is different. Like some people might want their hair thicker. It might be the edges. It might be longer. It's different reasons people want their hair, skin, and nails. So I engage in a conversation with them. And then at that point, I try to set up another appointment, you know, because sometimes we're not always able to talk as long as we can. And then we just go from there. And I always like try to bring something else up in life. Like the woman I'm talking to now, she just got married, you know, so I'm like, oh, wow, you know, and she's talking about her kids. I'll talk about my son, you know, it's crazy, because I feel like I've been knowing these people for years and I'm just meeting them. So that's always, they feel, they can tell that I care about more than just selling these products.
Right, because you're a genuine person. And I mean, obviously, I know that, knowing you personally. Now, you talked about the excitement, like, and that's really important in this business. If you're signing a distributor or a loyal, or somebody's even just interested, trying to, you know, seal the deal right away, contacting them right away, because they could lose that momentum or excitement.
Right.
And you talked about before that, like, we're not always their first priority. So if they just messaged us or commented or liked a photo, and we can message them right away how important that is. And then, like you said, asking more detailed questions, like, you know, trying to figure that out. And even when talking to people about becoming a loyal customer, trying these products, instead of just, you know, puking all over them with all this information, they might not care about the greens, or they might not need more energy, or they might not want to grow their hair out. So instead of going into that spiel, that's good that you're asking those like open-ended questions to figure out more of their needs. Because you could even discover a different need that they have during that.
True. That's another thing. And I forget the woman I was listening to, but I always look at people on YouTube and listen. But they were saying how Pam Sauter told everyone not to basically talk about all the products. But the certain woman was it on the Zoom? Well, she was saying that she did bring up all the products, because you never know who needs one of these products that we're not bringing up. And I that's true, you know. Because a lot of people don't know we have relief, you know. They don't know about the energy drinks. You don't have to go into it really, really deep, just a little bit, you know. Give them a pamphlet and talk about a little bit.
Now, was that for like a party, or just when talking to people in general?
That was for the party pad. It was that meeting that we listened to the other day, where the women were saying, how do
you put that logo? That was
fun.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think she said she like pretty much pulled up the product catalog and went over, did like a minute on each product when doing party. And then what I'm saying is, if you're finding your oils, just to kind of ask questions. You know, everyone has their own way of doing it, but it is important, like you were asking questions about, you know, did they want to grow their hair out or their nails out, or just asking more questions to figure out their need. So you're not recommending a product or talking about a product that they don't need.
Right.
Does anyone have any questions? I I know we all know Trice on this call. So, Trice, anything else?
Oh, I was gonna talk about the potential distributors I've been talking to. It's like 3 who want to sign right away. 2 girls, they had to put the money on their card. One has done it. Saturday, she tried to sign up and her card didn't go through because her billing address was wrong. So that was Saturday. And I've been contacting her. We've been going back and forth. But when we actually tell them how urgent it is, it's not always urgent for them because we want to sign them. We want to, help make their lives different. But when the time is right, it'll be right for them. And I'm really trying to take that into consideration because I want people to come when they're ready and when the time is right. And I don't want anything to be forced. I'm always going to follow up. I'm always going to be understanding. But I feel like the more you push people, the more they will back away. So I'm trying to come to that medium ground where I can constantly message but not be like too overbearing. So that's what I'm trying to figure that part out.
Yeah, and you're doing great. And I know, like, I sometimes think if we have to push somebody into this business, they might not want to work. So I think we got like 5 minutes left. But thank you. Like, those are a lot of good tips, and we recorded it, so we'll share it. Claire's recording it. We'll share it in the team.
Yay.
Can I say something? Sorry that I hopped on late first, but like I remember the first time meeting Trice at, I don't know where we were, in Waukesha maybe, yeah. And she had just joined and she was so shy and she was so scared to say anything. And I just got to tell you, what a transition. I just am like taking it all in and listening to you. And I'm like, my gosh, you sound so amazing with everything you're saying. So I just want to tell you that.
Thank you. I'm still shy though. I'm still shy.
No, you ain't.
Well, doing 7 Mile Fair, I think, Trice, the first time I met you, right?
Yeah.
And she was saying, like, so I show up and they were sitting at the table. I'm like, nope, you guys got to get up. You got to get on the other side of the table. And she's like, I'm not a people person. And, so I handed her greens or whatever the samples were. I'm like, you just got to hand these out and talk to people. And she kept looking back at me and she's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I don't do this. I don't talk to people, but she understood the potential and she sees the vision, and that's all it takes. But yeah, I agree. And like, I didn't meet Trice that day. I wasn't at that party. I think I was out of town. Mm-hmm. She is, you couldn't tell that she's like so outgoing and stuff. I did very well, Trice.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, sure. I'm glad you recorded it so you can share it with everybody else.
Yay.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for getting on. Anything else, anybody?
I can't top that, so I'm not going
to. Well, when Trice went Ruby, you guys, she is so excited all the time. When she went Ruby, she lost her voice.
Yes.
Like, completely lost her voice.
Yes. I was talking to so many people. I was so determined. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to go to Ruby. I do not care what happens.
$1,000, girl.
Yeah.
Now we got to get you to Diamond.
Over. Shoot. All the way.
You going to Diamond, Mommy?
Yeah.
We're going to get to the purple Diamond?
I love it.
Stop. The green diamond. It should be a green diamond.
He's smart. He knows. Well, you guys all have a good night. Thanks for having on. I know we have an 8:30 like VIP make money business thing that we've got to do too. So get your potentials on there and talk to you guys later.
Okay. See you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.